Hello again, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of the Fall Color Special. Well, there's been a whole lot of fun since riding this special here, and being back in Hillsdale and all, well, it's good to be back again. And this time, I plan to get a little more footage and do some fun viewings here in Hillsdale and get some new good shots out of the locomotive and all. But still, the whole fun experience of riding with Railway Heritage Preservation is all the fun and amusement that comes from the nostalgia of a steam locomotive. And 765 has definitely provided a whole lot of that. And now, since we're here, now they're going to work on servicing the locomotive while people take fun shots and videos of everything happening. And the fun of it all now, is that she's on display. So, that's how a lot of the fun goes with this kind of stuff. So let's take some photos, videos, and good shots of this magnificent machine, shall we? Well, little girl, you did such a great job on the journey here. Great work on the runnings and everything else. Now let's take some shots, shall we? She is one magnificent engine. Some of the finest of machineries ever built.
So this engine has gone 70 miles an hour before. So basically it's called increase the engine time.
Maintenance and service is being done to get her ready for the return journey, and while she has a nice good rest. Just and all too. So it'll be good to see this engine highball 70 miles or even 90 one day. But after all the work.
Also, I got a photo run by the world doing photo run by the first trip. So I will definitely keep you guys updated on that.
After everything else that goes down and all, I was looking at everything that's done on this locomotive, all the hard work that gets put into it with maintaining it and everything else. Well, they do quite a good job with it too. And to be fair, an engine like 765 really has all of her moments and all. And even when the time comes for her to get a chance on the Class 1 again, that will all be pretty interesting. With everything I've seen about this locomotive and how it operates and all, I gotta say, the Fort Wayne Historical Society has done one of the best of jobs yet to keeping this engine operational, and keeping it around for the long run. Even though it still remains a coal burner, she's still made of good stuff and all. She can run well. Hell, she's a good display piece, and even how would others say it? She's like a magnificent piece of machinery, and all the work that goes into her, it's the best yet. Not to mention that everything that goes around with her, she's one of the best pinnacle locomotives around in heritage preservation. And I can't wait to see a whole lot more of her in future. But not to mention all the other fun stuff that goes around and all. It's just part of the fun. And we run in well too. I love steam locomotives. I like heritage diesels. But when operational, there's a whole lot to be shown. I actually wonder how well 765's future will progress and all. Mostly with not just the Indiana Rail experience, but when the time comes and they'll be able to get her highballing down the main line again on a fast run. Because they were able to do quite a lot of that in her time. Not to mention, with all the fun and nostalgia that comes around and all, she really shows what she can do. Whether going in slow, fast, or moderate pace, she's an engine of good integrity, a symbol of hope, and a marvelous display of heritage preservational power. and great steam power too. Because I don't know how many more moments and how much more fun this kind of stuff can get. But overall, she works hard. She shows what she can do, and she's always a magnificent locomotive to see. And knowing her history, she's been quite a great inspiration for those who want to join the railroad and all. Whether it was Class 1 or joining more on heritage preservation. But hey, what can you do? In times like these I see quite a lot that can be shown with this kind of stuff. And all the times I ride with 765 now, until I leave for Florida and begin my career again, I will also make sure to find time to come back and ride with this locomotive, because I love this engine. And still, I have to make sure I get a chance to blow her whistle before my time comes. And I don't mean afterlife. I mean like when I leave to start my career. Because if I gotta wait even longer by then, it'll probably be too soon or too late for me. But I just love running with her and seeing all the fun things she does. And maybe like, even though this is the last steam excursion for her for this season, it'll be a whole lot more fun to see all the other stuff that comes around next year. And hopefully more throttle time too. Isn't that right, old girl? She's always so good to see, no matter what. And all the work that goes into her. I might just actually want to maybe try volunteering if I can. But who knows? If I can see the sugarcane locomotive in Florida one day too, that'll be nice as well. So now I'm heading into the city into the village for some action and fun this time. And I plan to do a little more than I did last time because I was pretty worn out. But this time I'm making the most of it. And don't worry, 765, I'll be back soon. Well, back a little later for some more photos and videos. Man, the sun is really bright right now. And it's kind of hard to see everything and all, but trying to make good video shots like this isn't so easy. But hey, all I can do is do the best I can in all this time and effort. But hey, what can you do? Anyway, probably go walk around a little bit, see what there is now, and do some more video and recording shots and try to make some more of this trip. And I have to be back at the train by 2:30 because boarding is going to be redone at 2:45. So I'll make sure to make this all work right so it all plays out. But hey, that's part of the fun and all. When you're touring with the railroads and all, there's a whole lot that goes down. So let's go walk around this time and see what more there is. Well, now I'm walking further down, and here is the Hillsdale County Farmers Market. This should be pretty good to look at. And after all, there's a whole lot to see. So let's probably look at some of the farmers market produce they've got going around, shall we? Smash that like button and probably post a thumbs up if you're enjoying in part 2 so far, because there's a whole lot more fun that keeps coming and going. Oh, now we got fruits and vegetables, tomatoes, and those special made items. Many other things too, it looks like. Wow. Combos of jellies and jams. Cool. No, not jams, I mean lotions actually. But man, there's a whole lot still. Wow. Interesting stuff. bringing the farmers' view to the markets here and all. It's like market day. Hey, like back in the UK. Hey, when the railway brought a lot of market produce, brought a lot of farmers' produce, and other things to the markets, and many other things. Oh, it looks like I see a little gazebo here. Man, there's just a whole lot that goes around and all, and you see so much that's happening, you just don't know what to do. I mean, like, how much more is there? I don't know exactly myself, though, but with everything that you can see and that goes around here, it's just full of interesting satisfaction, and a whole lot, too. The fun of it all, it just comes and goes. So there was a lot to see in that market, but unfortunately, I think farmers markets only take cash and all, so I couldn't have bought a pie or a couple of cookies or a jar of strawberry jam if I wanted to. But, you know, that's just how it is. And I can see some of the other stuff that's up here. There's the Hunt Club, and many, the Jelly Beans Coffee House, the Blossom Shop, many other things, and Feather Studios, handmade gifts. A lot that happens here, so that's just the fun of most of it, though I don't know if I can go in and see any of it, though, and film, but there's just a whole lot more and all. Also, but still, well, here at Hillsdale, Michigan, though, there's a lot gets shown and all. It's pretty cool to see that the markets, it's for the farms, are helping out and all, and seeing a whole lot more coming and going. And all, like, the time of the day, though, it feels like it's kind of like morning time still, because the way the sun's out, because of how the sun is out and all, and just, well, that's just part of the fun. But more or less, though, still, oh man, these drinking fountains aren't even turned on. But for a quick time being, I think I'm going to take a quick breather and have my little lunch that I packed with me. So take a quick breather. And after all, there's just a whole lot more that keeps on coming and going, and, like, you know, just enjoying the time of the day. Man, my face is really dirty, though, right now from all those ash, from all that ash and cinder stuff that flew out of the steam locomotive. But hey, most I can say for this much is that, well, I guess that, whoa, one moment. I guess it's just that 765 has really shown some good promise and all. And after everything else that's gone on today, hey, it's a whole lot of fun still. So now I'm just gonna take a quick breather, have some lunch, I guess, and then continue my walk through and all. Maybe I'll go in some of these locations if I can. Or I'll just do more videos and shots by the steam locomotive and just do some more chatting about everything that's going on here in Hillsdale. Well, even though it doesn't seem like there's too much going, though, but there can't always be that much. There can't always be a lot that's happening and all. So, but overall, I've had a lot of fun and all so far, and I hope you have too. Also, if you're also wondering if I do answer questions on certain things when it comes to all this and all, I do actually, but no one has posted any questions or anything, though. So if you have a question about something regarding maybe the Indiana Rail experience or 765 herself, or maybe the fun of heritage preservation, I'll do my best to answer it, though. And I'll do my best to please you with it. So go ahead and post a comment and question on something if you want to, and I'll answer it to the best of my abilities. Now, I'm gonna take my break, have something to eat, and then continue on. So stay tuned for some more. So after having some lunch and a little bit of a rest, I'm feeling a little bit better now. And after all that and all, it's pretty good to keep going now. But one thing I could say is this. I couldn't really go into many of the places with video recording because I don't think too many allow that stuff, though, without consideration or somewhat. But at least I could go walk by some of the places that I did earlier. And I got 2 small spots I might actually be able to go inside and film a little bit of, though. But I've walked past the Hunt Club and some other spots and groceries and local eateries and a couple of merch places, though, that are pretty cool, though. But I didn't buy anything because it wasn't really needed. So there's a couple of other spots left to stop along, though, and then probably maybe I'll walk back to the train and all and do some more viewing. But hey, I've been enjoying myself so far, and I hope you guys have been too. Now, the rest of the excursion is gonna probably follow the same way the Tri-State Run did, which when everyone gets back on board, the train will back up and cross over the Y for its turnaround. And so I don't know if 358 is being brought up to the train, though, but hopefully she might have been, because I don't know if 765 can actually back out with all those coaches and make it over the switches and the Y without a little bit of a problem. But if she does, then I'd say that's a bonus. But hey, it was all pretty good and all, so let's keep going now. Here's one little spot I've decided to stop by. Let me take a look at real quick. Ethan's Donut Factory. Well, looks interesting. So I stopped inside Ethan's Donut Factory and I got a s'mores cookie and a monster cookie, so to have on the way home or to probably eat back at home. But you know, I had to do some stops at least. But hey, if you can't get too much, you just gotta work your way around and all. But now I'm gonna actually stop at one more spot while heading back and all. So, well, actually, I'll have to be heading back to the train first, because the one little thing I'm going to first is right next to the crossing. So let's go back and take some shots with the locomotive and then make one last quick stop and then get ready for boarding again. It has been a pretty good day in Hillsdale, and overall it's been a fun day. Riding the rails with the 765 today, but on her last steam excursion, so time to make the most of this one. And well, you know, but it's good to know that Hillsdale, Michigan is a good sponsor spot with 765 on the Indiana Rail Experience, and everything else has been pretty good too. And now just heading back to the train and getting ready for departure again. So locomotive, there's the locomotive once again. And so let's do some photos and some video spots and make one last quick stop, and then, as I said, get ready to board for the return journey back to Pleasant Lake. And I hope you all have enjoyed things so far, because all the fun that comes and goes with all this, it's a lot of fun, and there's just so much to experience. Plus, well, how do I put this? Because with so much going on and all the way these nonprofits put everything together when they run these special excursions, it brings a lot of good press and publicity and PR or between them and the public, plus many other cool vibes and all. Well, and like everything else and all, 765 has been a great inspiration to run with. And every time I've seen it and said it, if I had known about the Indiana Rail Experience and 765 being part of it a whole lot sooner, I would have been riding with her every year then. But hey, what can you do? Now I just gotta see exactly what I've missed. So let's hop to it. Well, hello again, 765. After a little walk through the village and all, Oh, it's good to be back over here again. So now let's do some more video shots and photos with you. Ooh, and I'll make one last quick stop, and then it'll be time to hop back on board for some more railroad action. Well, 765, I just missed your warning whistle, but that was worth it though. So now it's time to end part 2, and when I'm gonna board your train and for the trip back. So, you did a great job getting us here, and now it's time to board to get things going. And once again, you're a marvelous locomotive. Well, everyone, this is concluding part 2, and after going over to my little favorite sandwich shop just a moment ago, and I got myself a sandwich for home, and now it's time to board 765 for the return journey back to Pleasant Lake. So that's how it all goes. And I hope you were enjoying this other piece though. Now 765 has done a great job so far, and man, there's water flying all over, but still. And now once I get on board, things will be going smoothly for the return journey, and I'll be making this last piece very good and all. I hope you enjoyed Hillsdale, and now it's time to get on board and to head back for home. So I'll see you all when I'm back on board and ready to start filming again. So stay tuned to when this ends part 2, and part 3 is going to begin. And see you all again shortly.